channel. I've noticed that a lot of people have expressed a desire to learn K-pop dances from their favorite groups, but this can be really difficult for someone who's never really danced before. I've been a dancer for over 16 years, and I've also had the opportunity to choreograph and even direct my own dance group while I was in college. I firmly believe that dance is something everyone is capable of doing. It doesn't matter your age, your gender, your race, ethnicity, disabilities, etc. As long as you're having fun and expressing yourself through your body, then that's all that really matters. It's okay that you're not the best dancer in the world. Today, I will be giving you some tips and tricks for learning K-pop dances and overall improving your dancing.
Tip number 1. Decide if it's easier to learn through the original video or a mirrored video.
When you watch a mirrored video, it's as if you're looking at a mirror. This can make it easier to imitate the dancers and figure out which foot to step on or which arm to raise. It can be more difficult to learn from the original video because you have to remember to switch sides. So the top image is the original, and then underneath it we have the mirrored version. When looking at the original, you might think, oh, I need to raise this arm, when actually you should be raising this arm. This is why the mirrored version can often be easier for others because you don't have to think about switching along with learning the choreography. For me, I find it easier to use the original video because that's what I'm used to, but if I get stuck on a move, then going to the mirrored version can really help me figure it out.
Tip number 2. Break the choreography down into smaller chunks.
Don't try and learn the whole dance in one go. I like to learn choreography in 8-count chunks. I focus on only 8 counts at a time, and once I get those down, then I can add more, and I keep building until I finish learning the whole song. It's also important to connect these chunks together as you go. Once I've learned 2 8-count chunks, I practice all 16 counts together before I move on to the next 8 chunks. And then I practice 24 counts together, and then 32 counts together, and so on until you reach the end. This makes learning dances way more manageable and also more efficient.
Tip number 3. Slow the choreography down.
YouTube has this amazing function that allows you to slow down or speed up any video. You can do this by clicking the settings gear at the bottom of the video, clicking playback speed, and selecting either 0.75 or 0.5. I also have a Google Chrome extension that allows me to have custom control of the speed of any video, even if it's not on YouTube. Typically, when learning choreography, you walk through the steps slowly so that you can focus on getting the movements down and connecting them all together. As you get more comfortable with the choreography, you can slowly start to speed it up until you reach full speed.
Tip number 4. Focus on the lower and upper body separately.
This is a tip I don't really hear about that often, but it's an absolute game changer for me. Instead of getting stressed trying to figure out what each part of the body is doing at the same time, focus on just one section. This is especially helpful with tricky footwork and arms. I like to start with the lower body, and once I've got that down, then I move usually to the upper body and focus just on that. And once I get that down, I put them together slowly. Once I get the basic movement of the body down, then I like to focus on the stylistic details such as the head, feet, or hand placement.
Tip number 5. Repetition.
This pretty much goes along with all the previous tips, but repetition is key. Not everyone is going to grasp everything on the first try. Although I'm a quick learner, even I don't grasp a dance on the first try. It can sometimes take me multiple hours for me to get a dance. Honestly, practice really does make perfect. And applying this tip along with all the others can not only make learning dances much easier, but also much more enjoyable.
And lastly, tip number 6, strengthen your foundation.
One of the reasons it's a lot easier for me to learn these dances is because I can rely on the muscle memory that I've built up from all the years of practice and training and experience. While dance is an interpretive art, there is a technique involved that serves as a foundation for most dance forms. If you can, definitely take dance classes. I highly recommend either ballet, jazz, or hip hop. If you only have the option to take one, definitely take ballet. It's pretty much the foundation for most forms of dance. It helps teach discipline and dedication while also improving your flexibility, balance, posture, and agility. You really learn how to align your body properly and also gain a good sense of musicality. Jazz takes the techniques you learn in ballet and teaches you a whole new way of using them. You learn how to isolate and control your body and move in a way that would normally be pretty unnatural. To me, jazz technique would be really helpful for learning girl group dances because they usually involve more fluid and sensual movements, which is something you would definitely learn in jazz. Hip hop would be more beneficial for boy group dances, in my opinion. They tend to be more contracted and powerful with elements from like popping and breaking and locking. I actually despised hip-hop when I was younger. I just didn't like the way I looked when I did it, and I just thought I was absolutely horrible at it. But when I got to college, whole new world. I love hip-hop now and really respect it. Hip-hop takes so much energy to do. You're constantly moving, you're constantly controlling every part of your body, and it's a really good way to get your stamina up. But even if you can't actually attend dance classes in person, there are so many videos online that go through just the basics of all these dance forms. I'm hoping in the future I'll have some videos that go over the basic foundations of dance moves that are really common in K-pop choreography. Now that you have these tips, I'm going to demonstrate to you how I use them to learn the choreography for Horizon from ATEEZ.